Um, I have just been on a couple calls with some clients and things like that, and I want to do a little bit of an audit on where I'm spending my time. Like, I want to reflect on this. I think I'm feeling like I've got a lot of work, and so I thought I'd just record the reflection. I think it's useful to talk myself through my own things also, but I do have a limited amount of time, so I got a call in 50 minutes. This is the setup now. I've moved the desk where it used to be. I've now made a little bed because I'm sleeping on this sofa for the time being. And I need to think about, like, I've just got a million little things that I'm doing, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to make time for all of them. And this is the part where I'm starting to realize. Let me see if I can. This over here. Hopefully that angle's not horrendous, but I'm basically reflecting on where my time is going. There's a lot of just work that needs to be done, the kind of like focus work that needs to be done. And I had a call that was meant to be at 10. So I got up a bit late. So getting up late for one thing is, I need to fix that, change that. And then I have my daily at 11 a.m. I can't move that because that's a fundamentally important part of the day. Just because it's a sync with my team, that needs to happen. So that's a call that I can't move or change. Now, 11 a.m. onward, I can really reduce calls potentially. Why do we have so many? Okay. Specifically, there's some catch-ups that I do on a regular basis that I need to cancel because they don't make sense anymore. Okay, this guy, I basically asked this guy where I have scheduled catch-ups. I said, let's pause it for a while because it's not. So I can cancel this call, this and following events. And then there's just so there's a client which has basically, I need to call with them every day at 6. And now they are a special client, and they pay me very well. So, it's fair enough. And I can't move that, and that's okay. Other than that, however, I can really reduce calls a fair amount. Actually, this week I really don't have all that many. I remember before going to Madeira, I was on calls, like 5 calls a day. And I realized how that is really unsustainable. Because it sucks the time out of the actual doing of anything. I do enjoy meetings. The recording was very rudely interrupted by my phone dying out on me, but I'm gonna get into work. There's a bunch of people that I have to reply to, and I wanted to do a little bit of analysis on just where I'm spending my time, things like that. But I got 40 minutes before this call, and I got some work that needs to be done before then. And then after, I'm gonna go take care of my driver's license and go to the gym. So that's not gonna happen. And then I still need to do some stuff for this other client. Doesn't really work. I have to go there at 8. No, but then 8 they close, so I have to go right after. I just don't have a choice. It's really, really frustrating. Just things need to get done, and there's no time. I'd say I'm definitely struggling with staying on top of everything right now. Just things need to be done, and I can only do them one by one. But I'm going to continue to execute on that. I just need I need to invoice a guy today as well. Make sure that happens. That's where I sit. Later today, if I can, I'll be reflecting a little bit on something more specific. But otherwise, I'll call it a day for now. I want to also just think about like better things to record that are worth more to people rather than just updating. I think updating is fun, but it'll be more interesting to record my thinking on particular things. And I also just reflected a lot about the things that I want to do. There's a lot of directions I can take things in terms of like business. Do I stick with agency? Do I go and do I build something else in terms like I know that I fundamentally want to dig deeper on things like crypto. I think it's just fundamentally transformational technology that like it's just the infrastructure is really interesting. I think the use cases are premature in many ways and like regulation and stuff has to catch up. But I want to spend more time on that. Yeah. And I really don't want to be boxed in with the rest of the whole agency space. I really don't like it. There's a lot of people whose entire personalities are just the fact that they make money. And I think there's so much more to things than that. I think it's incredibly, so I don't want to get boxed in that. But at the same time, too much overthinking just ends up with you going in circles. So you have to strike this balance between strategy because the direction that you go in makes such a big difference. Warren Buffett has a really great story about this. I'm not going to recount it now because I got to go. But while the direction makes such a big difference, if you overthink direction, you go in zigzags, and that's equally useless. So that's a dichotomy that I continue to struggle with. I will continue to struggle with. It's just part of the game I play. Anyway, also for some reason the vlogs have some quality issues, so I'm just gonna figure that out as well. But maybe I'll record an update later tonight. But for now, just have to figure things out before the call. Got 36 minutes.